Hello there, and welcome to Sling Paint Gaming, hosted by Recon Specialist TV. I'm Patrick. Today we're going to go over the latest cards that were dropped by Atomic Mass Games. If you don't follow them on Twitter, I suggest you do. That way you can be alerted as to whenever these things drop, because that seems to be their main, coordinating tool for us. Also, their Facebook page. Go over there and like that as well. We're going to go over 2 new bombers, a new gunner slot, another card that was leaked online, which is a new force power, and then also the templates for the TIE Whisper. Just to give you an update on that. This is going to be pretty crazy because the First Order is starting to shape this new wave. It's going to be a lot of cheeky combinations, a lot of stacking, and abilities that are going to be working together. Let's get started. We've got Scorch, I-4 with Jad Bean. While a friendly ship at range 0 to 1 performs a primary attacks, it may spend 1 result. If it does, after defending, the defender gains 1 strain token. So this is pretty good, especially if you like to fly in formation. You have a bunch, not the Focho, but you have a bunch of TIE FOs together, and you've just got, 1 shot going in. You roll with 2 dice, it's a hit and a miss. And you've got no modifications, nothing. You're like, all right, I'm shooting at an ace with an evade. This is my first shot. It doesn't bother me. I'm going to spend that hit, give a strain to the defender because I'm range 0 to 1 of Scorch. Now the next shot that goes through is going to make that a little bit better. Give me a little bit more of a chance for it to go through. Especially if, you've got the Whisper flying around and you've jammed something so it didn't have any modifications to begin with. You can just start token stacking and messing with your opponent's ships. So this is going to be pretty good. I mean, even if you don't fly this in a formation, this bomber, they're very maneuverable. You can do the pre-boost. You can then, or just do your normal maneuver. Make sure he's range 0 to 1 of an ace, preferably one that can double tap. You've got Wrath, who can shoot twice. If he's got something in the bullseye, and the first roll's garbage, spend the hit, attack again. You know that it's now strained. See if you can possibly get that hit to go through the next time, and there you go, especially if you've got a strain on Whisper. So, I mean, we're going to go over how that's going to be possible in a minute, but let's get to the next card because, Scorch is right in the middle at I-4, so he's going to be great when you put him with some lower initiative ships, or you can stick him with some higher initiative ships as well. He'll still be pretty good as long as you get that range on him. So, Breach. This is one of those things to where he's an ace, but he's not. He's I-5, but he's in a bomber. They're maneuverable. We're going to see what this thing can do on the table. Breach. After you fully execute a maneuver or perform a boost action, if you move through an enemy ship, you may acquire a lock on that ship. It means, for those of you who may not know, when you place a template down to move a ship, if the template goes under or over, depending on how you're placing it, the base of another ship, and you fully execute that maneuver, that means you've moved through an enemy ship. So if you boost and just catch a corner, or if you've done a sloop and you've gone completely past a ship, and the base is on the base of that ship, you get a free lock. And it's acquire, not a lock action, that's incredible. That means that I-5, this guy's going to be slippery. And he doesn't have, he does technically have double reposition. It's just, you don't know when he's going to trigger it or not. So during the systems phase, he can perform his boost for free. He then can do a sloop. If at any point he's overlapped you and while executing his maneuver, he's going to be able to get a lock on you. If he's slooped behind you, he's going to be able to fire munitions at you. And the best part about, of course, this bomber is they can drop bombs and mines during the systems phase as well. So this guy can boost, drop a mine in front of you, and then sloop. If at any point he overlaps you, he's got you locked as well. and you're going to be going over a mine and then taking ordnance as well, because this is the ordnance expert. So clearly that's what they are intending for his ability to work with, which is munitions. So this guy is going to be an incredible amount of fun. I can't wait to get him on the table. He might just be stuck with some, not stuck, but put with some aces, and then basically look the part and be very maneuverable and also just damaging. So I'm super excited for Breach. I think he's going to be my MVP of this drop right here. But let's go to the next one. This is interesting. This is DT-798. It is limited because there's only one. Everyone's asking, it's the pilot from the Resistance television show. It is first order only. It's a two-parter, and you might not, let's just read it. At the start of the engagement phase, you may choose a friendly ship in your firing arc. If you do, that ship gains a strain token. So, I mean, everybody's moved. You see a friendly ship off in the distance. Let's say he doesn't have a shot on anything this turn. Or nobody's shooting at him this turn. So you assign him a strain token. Then, while you perform an attack, you may reroll up to one die for each ship in the attack arc with one or more non-lock red or orange tokens. So you can reroll up to one of your die during any attack. Doesn't matter if it's primary, ordnance, or whatever. It's going to be pretty good because people are saying this is a fire control systems card. So it makes me weary on the points because this thing could be 2 points. It might be 3. It's got some positives, but it also has negatives. But again, this thing is going to let you choose a ship in your arc and assign a strain to it, which lowers your defense by 1. If you've got Wrath in your arc and you know Wrath isn't getting shot, there's his free token to double tap, and then you also get a reroll because of it. So again, First Order is expanding out its abilities to share, in not great ways, but in also positive ways. And then if all of a sudden you also have Scorch out there, I mean, you double tap, you don't like the result, you spend one of them, you shoot the second time, and you can re-roll with whomever this is attached to. So a lot of cheekiness, a lot of basically you can make your opponent target switch because you're like, oh, now he has a strain on him, maybe I can get a hold of him for really quick, or this one has a jam token on him, I might as well shoot at him this turn. But I mean, honestly, this is going to take a lot of skill to use, and it's going to be high ceiling, high reward, especially with the enhanced jamming suite out there that's going to be focusing and boosting and barrel and jamming everything on top of it. So, I mean, if you can get this to work right, you're going to be able to get a lot of modifications on ships that normally wouldn't get them. All right, this was one of the leaked cards. Don't worry about the blurriness. We've got it all figured out. This is Malice. This is while you perform an attack, you may spend 1 force to change a focus or hit result to a crit result. If you do perform that attack, if the defender was dealt 1 or more face-up pilot, and then it cuts off. But we're almost certain it says crew because this is something out of, epic play and also very thematic towards the movies. Face-up pilot or crew damage cards recover 2 force. So, I mean, this card, there is a lot of questions with this card. Is it in only First Order faction? What is its cost going to be? Is it going to replace hate? I mean, so far what we've seen is everything is stuck with the First Order. There are a few cards, of course, that aren't, but like this card might be First Order, which means this is just Kylo Ren's card. But it is pretty incredible because Kylo's ability was already when something suffers a face-up or suffers a damage card, regardless of how it got there, he can spend a force to flip it over. This is while you perform an attack. You can spend a force to change a focus or a hit to a crit. And then if a card is faced up and it's pilot or crew, you recover 2 force. That's pretty incredible for, an attack power, especially on Kylo, because the one thing you really want to do to Kylo is get his force down, because then he's a little bit more vulnerable and he can't do as much. But that's an amazing card. We're very excited to see the other 2 force cards that we saw in the picture that they've posted online. But if this is examples of what we're going to see, I'm very excited for the next 2. And then last, real quick, what we're going to cover. This was also leaked. As you can see, there are still no arc indicators out of the back, out of the side for the Whisper. That's the ones that are across the top there. The bombers, they have the normal arc indicators. I've reached out to AMG. Also, others have reached out to AMG, and I've noted, I mentioned it already. I just wanted to show you this because I thought it was just the one ship, but they keep showing pictures of it missing those indicators. AMG has some sort of plan to fix this. I don't know what it is. For those of you who, I want to say this is first edition days. If you guys weren't a part of that or you're just getting into the game, there was a moment to where there was a glitch with one of the templates, and I believe even a dial that came with some of our ships for the, I want to say it was the Resistance. What FFG did is they took a template, they slid it into the box, and it came in addition to what you got shrink wrapped. I'm hoping that's what they kind of do with these. I don't know what else they're going to do in order to fix this. They're going to let us know what they're going to do, so don't worry. Something is going to come in the works. You're not going to spend your money and then end up with a ship that you just can't use on the table. Also, of course, there is proxying. You could take another template and put it on there. Just make sure it's the same initiative and just say, okay, this is my Scorch and stuff like that for the time being. But don't worry, AMG has a plan. We're going to figure out what that is. But we'll keep you posted. As soon as we get information, we'll let you guys know as well. So yeah, let us know what you guys think about these pilots. These are some really, not just good, but absolutely fun, because I love the combo game, the domino effect. If I didn't do it right, it fails. But if I can get it to work, this is going to be some cheeky stuff, especially now that we've got Breach mixed with Scorch, mixed with Wrath, mixed with the other bomber that we got to see as well, who lets you reroll bombs after something explodes near him. So Grudge, that's who it is. So a lot of stuff coming. There's going to be more. We'll keep pumping out these videos every time they do a drop. I don't know if anything else is going to come out this week, but we will definitely keep you posted. Congratulations to Remy for winning our Calculate tokens. We're going to send those out to him. Let us know what you guys think. Go ahead and visit recontokens.com because they are our sponsor. Recon Tokens, you can head over there even if you don't want X-Wing. We have everything else, Armada, Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, Crisis Protocol. We've got tokens for everything. And if you don't see what you like, you can email us at recon.tokens@gmail.com, and we can customize your token for you, put your logo on it, make your logo part of a focus token, whatever you guys want. And also we do different sizes. For you guys wanting to see, posts like this, you go over to our Facebook page, RecSpec X-Wing Miniatures, to where anything that I get, I immediately post onto there for everyone to see and comment on and like and share. You can go to our Instagram page, which I believe I should have that memorized, but it's, what is it? It's Recon Specialist TV. Oh, yeah, we're getting a lot of mentions or views from the post as well. Recon underscore specialist underscore TV. There you go. You can join our Discord channel. The link is right below. And we're going to try to get back onto Twitch and more games on YouTube between Padre and I and other players. It's just, This is new setup. The table has moved behind me because this whole area was recently flooded. We've installed a sump pump over there so that doesn't happen again. So we've kind of backlogged, and we've not been able to. We still want to do the Leviathan video, so we're trying to figure out time to do that. But we're going to get it out as soon as possible for you. So thank you guys for your support. Go ahead and click the like, subscribe, and the notification bell when you want to get notified when one of these videos comes out. And leave a comment below. Let us know what you think about the new pilots, what you're excited for, what you dread, and have a good day.